Answer my question now.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't know.
You know, it's funny. I drive, and
At home, even growing up, I never paid attention to like the names of streets, but I would like look around at places.
Yeah,
I can.
But you're also not a driver.
Yeah, but
but
I walk and like ride bikes and skate, so it's the same thing.
But you're covering so much more ground in a car. It's much quicker. You're like forced to learn it.
I know my way around Columbus better than I do my way around like Indianapolis, which I spent a lot more time in.
Really?
And I think it's because it's so foreign to me here. It was that I was like I'm fucking lost. Holy shit! So I have to become acclimated.
Use the,
but just in like Old Town. And like downtown, which is the only place I am.
Last time we drove over here, I
got lost as fuck.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't lost, but I just
lost.
like
He just told me the wrong
exit. Yeah.
Or
wait, it was like a huge. I told him not to go on 315, which we should have.
Yeah.
And then it was like a huge detour.
Well, there's like a million highways, so
it sucks when like you're on the highway and there's just you want to turn around, but there's just not an exit for like a couple miles.
It sucks when life is a highway.
Yeah.
When it's not a highway.
When it's not
all night long. It's the Hair Club for Movies. Hair Club for Movies. We watch the movies 'cause we like the movies.
I fucking hated this movie.
Oh man,
good.
Well, wait. Let's begin. This is the Hair Club for Movies.
Yeah, my name is Drew B.
I'm Andrew Slonk S.
You don't need to.
Slon.
Andrew Slonk. And I am Michael. You can find us on Twitter. Hair Club, the number 4, and then movies.
Yeah.
And also at Facebook and every social media.
And
we have a Facebook?
And MySpace.
Oh yeah, MySpace. LiveJournal. Zanga.
What the fuck is
ICQ. Well, Zanga, dude. It was like
and 4chan, right? That's how it works.
4chan.org/H
Hair Club 4chan movies.
HC4M. Hashtag HC4M, by the way, also.
Is Zanga like a social media site for people who play Jenga?
Zanga, it wasn't, yes. They're ex-Jenga players. No, it was like a journal. It was like a journaling, a blog, a proto-blog thing. But you didn't have followers, you just had to be like, hey, go to my Zanga.
Yeah.
And just read everything
Read my shit, yeah.
Oh, God. So
it was like sad, like cutting yourself poems and stuff.
Yeah.
Is what I remember.
I don't even know anyone that was on that thing.
Oh, I was very into the emo culture. Yeah.
Oh, it was emo writing.
Well, it was like whatever, but it was like, MySpace got.
That was my perception of LiveJournal too. It was
same
like,
thing.
Yeah.
That was
just need to go express my feelings.
Holy shit, yeah. Also, geocities.com.
GeoCities?
But that was just a hosting website.
www.hairclubformovies.geocities.com.
If we had a Hair Club for Movies for every site, I think that'd be pretty smart, actually. Even the ones that don't exist anymore.
You can't make a GeoCities because it doesn't exist anymore.
We should bring it back.
Well, you would have to buy it and figure out how to host it and
Let's do a Kickstarter to bring GeoCities back.
Okay.
No, but for real though, I was watching.
So we watched Greenberg.
It
was my pick.
What year did it come out? What's Noah Baumbach directed?
Yeah, Noah Baumbach.
I think it was like 2012,
2011, 2012.
Yeah.
That's when I saw it. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. So.
It was a good movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it credit. Like, I'm not gonna just knock it entirely. It's just the subject matter. I could not get on board. Like,
which part?
There's been movies where the main character's depressed, like Little Miss Sunshine, where Steve Carell is sort of like this person, kind of the same character where he almost tried to kill himself and he had like a mental breakdown.
Well, they don't say that he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think he got out of the hospital.
Like in a little bit. Like
it's actually a very similar premise. Like he's out of the hospital.
Yeah, and now everyone has to sort of tiptoe around him. But in this movie, it was less. I didn't feel any sympathy towards this person. He was just a dick.
I don't think you're supposed to feel sympathy towards him. I mean, I feel empathy or whatever because I can relate.
I'm sure a lot of people
being an asshole.
That sort of that just style of interacting with other people. Mm-hmm. But the thing that the movie just didn't do for me is like when I get introduced to the character, I didn't know what the conclusion to this story was ever going to be, and it turned out to never really have a real conclusion.
Well, there was conclusion.
There was a bit of one.
It wasn't the one you wanted, but
there was closure with just him and that girl, but I mean, you don't even get real answers because they just sort of have a better encounter at the end.
I think my problem with this movie is, although I didn't hate it completely, I had issues with it. I still liked it, but it was similar to my beef with the comedy is that there was no relatable character for most of the movie. And then all of a sudden, in the last quarter of the film, you're like, okay, maybe this guy's not.
Well, I think that's the point. It's like, you're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, but that's not how you tell stories. I think
Says who? You can write a story any way you want.
No, but a good story has a relatable character. It doesn't have to be the main character per se, but there's got to be. They can be evil, but you have to be able to relate in some way.
There's this book called Invisible Ink. I probably talked about it before, and they said,
how could you read it?
Huh? I mean, there's Braille as well. There's a Braille version. That's the
I think someone made that similar joke.
Yeah. I think everyone made that joke about that book. Anyway, the book talks about like one of the main things a story should do is make you care. At least whether it's about the events, the character, or just the time period. Like anything. It could just be an interesting premise. But the movie, to me, it had so much like of this anxiety in it. I thought that was like what it was trying. That's its main novelty was just extreme anxiety and showing this like oblong sort of interaction between him and everyone he knew.
It just certainly made me feel anxious.
I had to skip a couple parts. It was just
really?
Jesus,
yeah,
Andrew.
No, I'm not saying like 20 minutes of the movie.
Like the sex scenes?
Anything
there's only one, right?
Oh, there's two.
There's two, yeah.
It was seriously anything with him and the girl.
Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, Greta Gerwig. Forget her name.
Her name's Francine or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah, anything with them. I couldn't deal with it.
Really? Because it's awkward?
It was weird seeing the girl.
Florence.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, it was good. It was really good tension in the movie, like between the way Ben Stiller conveyed his like just lack of empathy or understanding with this girl, even though he's for some reason instigating every time they meet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't know how to handle the feelings he's feeling, or he doesn't like. He feels stupid because he's 40 and she's like 20 something.
Yeah.
He feels stupid because of all kinds of things, because his band failed, because he's a fucking carpenter now and he hates his fucking life.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of people like they reject it even though they want it, and then they get into like a vulnerable place, and he pushes that away because he's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
I know like for a fact this movie reminded me of like one of my friends. It was just like this is so real how they're conveying this anxiety and this like tension and this inability to connect with people, at least in a nice way. But it's still like the movie itself. I need some sort of conclusion, where I need to be introduced to something that even can have a conclusion. I feel like I think that's at the end.
Beginning of the movie. At the end, like he left her that voicemail and he like opened up to her, and there's a reoccurring thing of her like driving, and she's like talking to herself and saying, "Will you let me in?
Yeah.
Okay, will you let me in?"
Yeah.
And that's like, she wants him to let her in.
I did notice that,
and that's like
I really liked the ending.
Yeah.
How it was just her, like, listening to the voicemail.
Yeah.
Just the beginning, it didn't even show a reaction. It was nice.
Yeah. And it's like, I think this movie isn't necessarily, it's an indie movie, it's just, whatever, but I think it's more of just conveying an idea, or just like, it's not, like, the story isn't as important as the ideas that it's putting out there, and like, just creating a character. It's just creating this character,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the same thing. These are just kind of movies that I like. Comedy, fucking weird, simple, fucking...
I feel like I may have benefited from it, but it's not something I'm going to want to watch.
What do you mean you benefited from it?
Like, I think it left some impressions on me, but it's not the sort of thing I would ever watch for fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe ever watch again.
Yeah.
That's like... but that's good, though. Like, that's the kind of shit that I like watching, is like stuff that like... even if we didn't have a podcast about movies, you would still want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Even if you hated it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Which is the kind of shit that I like.
Oh, I was just being dramatic. I don't hate this movie.
No, I know, but I mean.
But it made me feel so uncomfortable. And not,
I think that's the point.
Not a like a constructive way. It did, like, at certain points, it felt like it was just doing the same thing over and over again.
Well, but that was his character.
Yeah.
He gets into these cycles, and that's why he's
just
stuck.
like the chapstick. You guys catch that?
Chapstick?
Yeah. So his friend tells him at one point when he like obsessively is using chapstick.
Oh yeah.
Like that really just dries out your lips more.
Yeah.
He's like, I know.
But really, it's like he keeps doing the same thing that only makes his own habits worse.
Yeah.
Like he goes in and like retaliates when he feels uncomfortable and just alienates everybody.
Yeah.
And the more he does it, the more it's a part of him.
Yeah.
And he needs to do it.
Yeah. There was a lot of moments where he was doing things that I know people do, like when there was a scene where he's going to the party with I forget his British friend, I forget his name.
Rhys Ifans, whatever it is.
Rhys Ifans, Ivan, right?
Ivan, yeah.
Ivan, yeah. Okay, so he's going to the party, and Ben Stiller's like, man, I should have dressed up for this, or he's like thinking about himself like a little bit too much.
Way to go.
And then he gets to the party, and it's like there's balloons outside. And
like, is this a fucking children's
He's like,
party?
no, just keep driving. Yeah. Just keep driving. I'm just like, what is wrong with him? Holy
I have definitely done that multiple times.
Yeah, I know people
start sweating and like, I hate this shirt. What the fuck am I doing? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going in. I'm not going in. I'm going to fucking sit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in there. I'm going to sit in the car.
Yeah.
Also, I could relate to this guy because he doesn't drive. And like,
yes, that's exactly. That's
I
I
related to that too. I've only been
so
driving for less than a year.
Who were like not? I mean, you're one of them, but I know a lot of more who are just like, I can't drive. I'm just like, you should go out and get your license. Like, no, I just can't do that. It's just like, no, you can.
It's hard, man. It's a hard thing to do.
You think you can't, but it's
no. I know.
So
I mean, I've driven. Since I've been here, but I think it's because of. I am fucking almost 27 years old, and I'm ashamed of it myself a little bit.
Yeah.
And B, I have people in my life that have just been like, it's just easy. You can just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And that makes me like, no, I can't just fucking do it. If I could just do it, I'd be doing it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, I understand it. It's like I got to get out of my own way kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, since moving here, my girlfriend is really supportive and like understands because she has a lot of anxiety issues and stuff too. So when you're around someone that is just like, it's cool, let's just try. You just want to try? It's fine.
You don't have
So it's people like pressuring and feel like when people feel like they're your problems, like they have the solution to your problems, that fucking annoys me so much.
Yeah.
Like they know what you're going through, man. I know. I get a little stressed out sometimes too. It's totally fine. You can just do it. Oh really? Okay. Well, thank you, because you know exactly what I'm going through.
Sometimes I have nothing else to say when someone says they're going through a hard time. I want to be like, yeah, I know what you mean, because I just want them to feel like I can understand. But I always have to, like, if they're going through something really hard, I'd be like, you know what, I don't know what you're going through, so
sometimes,
I don't know what to say. And they're like,
all you gotta do is say that sucks.
Yeah,
but
or
I don't
listen.
I don't even pretend like I know what they're talking
just
about.
Just listen.
That's almost seems
it's
demeaning.
Worse. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to assume that they're going through something that I've gone through or that I can understand. But me saying the phrase, I have no idea what you're going through right now, it makes it seem like I'm not even trying to be comforting at all. Well, me saying, I know what you mean, I'm just trying to be comforting.
I understand the sentences you are saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to just listen, and that's all some people need, just to talk it out or whatever, or get a fucking podcast.
Yeah, well, the listening thing, it can be taxing if the person doesn't do the venting in the right circumstances. Like for me, I have a lot of friends that will just vent when I'm trying to have some fucking fun, and I didn't even like where we're going somewhere, and they just start like bringing the mood down, and not only bringing the mood down because they're just saying stuff about their own life. They start lashing out at like why we're having fun, like, oh, why the fuck are we going to this? These people are stupid. I'm like, get the fuck out of the car. I don't need this. Jesus Christ. I'll go here on my own.
I used to be like that. But
Yeah.
not anymore.
It bothers me.
It does. It bothers me too because everybody has problems.
Yeah.
You're not like if you are burdening your friends too much, you're just gonna like make everything worse.
Because I got my problems and now yours that I'm flooded with.
Yeah.
It's just it sucks. Yes, I know that everyone needs to vent every once in a while, but when I can, I try to do it delicately, but I try to hint at, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'll start off the sentence like that. Just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and what I want to say is, shut the fuck up. Like, let's move on, please. Like,
stomach it down and ignore it like everyone else does.
No, there's a time and place to fucking have a discussion. And
Yeah.
it's not every time we see each other. That's what that scene reminded me of, when he saw the party, and he was like, just keep fucking driving, we can't go to this, and his friend's like, it's a party, like, let's fucking at least go, this is why we got in the car, like, god damn it.
And then he gets there, and he's like, this is a fucking children's party?
Yeah.
Like, what did you expect was going on? It's a birthday party for a kid.
It was really funny.
I just love that, like, when he goes and sees all of his old friends and they're like asking him what he's doing, it's just like, ugh.
I'm just trying not to do anything.
Yeah, trying not to.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to just do nothing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I don't want to be. My biggest fear in life is that I'm going to be 40 and like still trying to do the art thing and like really
not just
lying
the
to
art
myself.
thing, just still trying to have like that social perception of like
being perceived as this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like just not when you go to a place and you care about like how people are going to look at you, like basically what you're wearing and like who's going to be there, and
I think I've already kind of gotten away from that because
I think I kind of am, but I mean, if I go and I know a lot of my friends are going to be there, I want to have fun, and I still care about the way I look, I guess, but it's not like a high school or
it's
college
not like
way.
I need to be perceived as X.
Exactly. I don't care that it's like I need to be the crazy guy at this party, or I need to be the cool guy at this party. I just go and I just make sure that,
or I need to like show these people I got it all.
I
am totally fine. I'm everything's cool.
Yeah. See, I used to
Like,
really try to like be like, man, I feel I get nervous as shit. Not so much anymore. I used to get fucking real bad in like social situations. So I'd be like, I just want them to think I'm cool while I'm like pounding beers like in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I'd just get hammered and like do really dumb shit or like start fights with my friends.
Yeah.
And
that's the worst.
And that's how you build those lifelong friendships.
But actually, it really is though. Yeah. Because nothing bonds a friendship like a good old fucking
just
ass beating.
Yeah. Just like that. something really that you both have to acknowledge.
Really narrows down your friend group after a while.
Like once you see someone at their worst, like their most embarrassing moments, if you can still accept that person, then they are, like not in debt, but they know that if someone can accept me at my worst, then I have to like I'm loyal to them.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I go out of my way to just like
it is
put myself out there from go.
Yeah,
just like, hey, I'm fucking fucked up and real weird. You want to be my friend,
dude? I think honestly, I'm almost guaranteed that's the reason I'm still single. Is because I have no charm in the beginning. I just try and be like honest and like. Yeah, I say stupid shit, and I demonstrate it like right there.
That's my angle. That's always been, because it's one of those things. Like it's not even an angle. It's just my approach is, hey, here are all the things that are wrong with me. Will you accept me?
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
it's a no.
Because otherwise, you're like lying to the person until that thing happens, and then it's like, oh, I didn't know. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Is I make them think I'm like so normal and put together. I usually wear suits.
That's a joke. Okay. I was like, suits. I usually wear a suit and a top hat and arrive in a limo.
And then I wait until we're married, and then I'm like, hey, guess what? I work at Gerald Sandwiches. and
I have no future.
And I'm like, I'm 20,000.
I cry into my cat's fur every night.
That's why your eyes are always puffy.
I'm horribly allergic to that.
To crying or
crying
as a cat?
It's the tears.
Because your tear ducts open up and then those hairs just go right in.
I know.
It's hard to get out.
I'm allergic to most of the stuff we serve at Gerald Sandwiches, actually. I still work there.
You know, yeah. I'm starting to just like...
I think I'm allergic to the metal we use or something. I don't know. Like, I touch anything.
And you just
Why do you touch everything?
Well, I mean, I work there. I have to touch. I have to touch it. At some point, I have to touch everything. I mean, like the doorknobs and shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I was at Kroger the other day.
You're probably allergic to the latex gloves.
No.
I
think we discussed
have had a reaction the other day, and
I've had mild reactions.
Yeah, I have too. Like when we use the powdered ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are terrible.
It's usually when I like
and they made my
have
hands feel terrible.
gloves on and like I'm touching like food. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
what you're supposed
all
to
the time.
The jalapenos,
yeah,
especially.
Yes.
It'll burn me.
But what were you saying?
You
went to Kroger?
Yeah, yesterday I went to Kroger, and I don't know what the fuck was going on. And I was at the point where I wanted to ask other people. I was like, am I in like some strange experiment here? Because I was going around the store, every time I touched something, it would shock me. Every fucking time.
Yeah.
It was like, this, and I'm just like, oh, it fucking hurts. I touched like cheese, bread. Like, I took a jar of peanut butter off the shelf. It shocked me the most. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Everything was shocking me. And I honestly wanted to ask other people. It's like, are you guys getting shocked?
This is shocking.
This is
I don't even have a joke about this. I'm looking for an explanation.
Yeah, I think what it was since I didn't see other people freaking out, it might have been my cart. Like, there might have been something with, like, the wheels because it wasn't the best cart.
Friction.
Yeah, have you ever seen how they can produce... I remember specifically, I had a really cool science teacher in high school.
Uh-huh.
And she took, like, a piece of wool and a PVC and was stroking it in a very, like, suggestive manner, and all the guys were chuckling to ourselves.
Why?
But you can make static electricity. You're, like, passing electrons from one thing to the other. Yeah. So maybe... your cart had like some...
There was a scientific reason.
Just walk around your carpet at home with your socks on and like, don't pick up your feet.
Yeah.
It totally shocks things,
I hate getting shocked. It's a pet peeve of mine.
I used to live in a house with an entertainment center that was just one of those kind of cheap metal shelves. And it had a big old TV on it.
Yeah.
Like the kind projection type that are huge front to back.
Yeah.
And we had all this like PlayStations on it, surround sound hooked up through and all on this metal shelf. And one winter, it started shocking us. If we walked up and any of us would touch the shelf, you could literally see like the static electricity discharging. It hurt too.
Yeah.
It's weird. It must have just been, I think it was bad wiring or something.
It makes me like paranoid that we do live in like a perfect universe where on another planet maybe there's like a culture like this, like it's like Earth, but everything shocks you.
Maybe you actually went through.
Is this like Raiden's homeworld? There's like lightning coming down from the sky constantly.
No, I'm being serious. Like I'm not being really.
I'm being serious.
This exists. No, I'm just saying like
traveled through a portal and then went to that universe at Kroger, and then you came right back.
Maybe you're the reincarnated Babylonian thunder god.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the Babylonian thunder god?
God of thunder and rock and roll.
The god of thunder.
The spell you're under.
Elvis.
Something gonna make you lose control. Kiss.
No, but for real though, I mean, imagine that living on.
Okay, I imagined it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Done imagining it.
You're done imagining it.
And I'm done.
Or imagine a world where like electricity can form in the sky, and then also like make connection with the ground.
You mean lighting?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also cold there.
Well, boy, this is a tangent. Who won last time? Michael, is it your
I did.
pick?
I have something ready.
All right. Let's,
No.
Do you think we should do it already?
Are you kidding?
I don't know. It's a weird tangent.
What? Oh, the weird tangent just kills where you can't talk anymore?
No, we can.
Alright.
Fuck it.
Let's talk about Drew's hat and how he always wears them.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Why do they spell America wrong?
It's a shoe company.
It is?
For skateboards.
Oh.
So that's why I wear it.
I see.
Do
hats make you skate better?
Yo, fuck yeah.
I see a lot of skaters wear hats.
Yeah, man. Keeps your hair out of your eyes.
Yeah.
Especially mine, so long.
Also, like, tattoos have to add some sort of, like, aerodynamicy.
No.
Dynamicy, is that a word?
I don't want to get into this conversation because
You know, my least favorite things to hear people talk about are dreams, because usually they go on for far too long, and it's like, okay, that's not interesting to anybody.
I wasn't
myself.
Yeah.
And tattoos. I hate it when someone wants to tell me about.
So you
tattoos.
must fucking hate Elena. You really must. Fucking
we're gonna
hate
add
her.
we're gonna add the burp sound.
But
to
I
that
do
name.
a lot.
Are you kidding?
Who cares? She's not gonna listen to this.
No, and if she does,
She's aware.
She
already
fully-
fucking aware.
But don't you?
All three of us were there. I mean, we've none of us. We were all part of that incident, by the way. It was I started it with saying, "Hey,
we're
don't
not
tell stories about
Okay.
that mean nothing."
Well, I will. I mean, I like talking to people mostly, but when people talk about things I just cannot fucking relate to, it makes me really upset.
Yeah,
Like,
Shut the fuck up and be relatable.
Yeah.
God damn it.
that's a big reason we didn't like this movie.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
hey,
to relate
I
to. I'm
said
just
it was
kidding.
okay.
but I really
I'm just
like this
kidding.
movie, so you guys just must hate me. That's fine.
No, that's not true.
No, it's fine.
That's not true.
We're okay.
I'm just a
to
deeper thinker than you guys.
I think it's
you know?
good that we disagree on.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's always
Films.
the movies that I picked that everyone's gonna hate.
Hey, I didn't watch. the
Well,
first one, so
I would
can't
say
say
I
In
think you would
Bruges,
like the
In
comedy.
Bruges was a pretty easy one. We all love it. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
one that
That's
anyone
gonna be
would like.
to break any like suspense. Those are probably gonna be the movies I pick.
That's
are
fine.
generally liked movies.
That's
I'm not gonna be
fine.
picking artsy movies.
I'm picking the movies that I just genuinely like.
Well, that means
but I
that's
want
what-
to
yeah,
show.
that's
I want
what
to
I
pick
do.
movies that I think that people and you guys haven't seen.
Yeah.
Or
Which
would
is
just be interesting to talk about.
I
Yeah.
do like that I saw it.
Because
I-
most of this I just want, and also I want to like watch movies with my girlfriend that she hasn't seen either too.
Mhm.
So there's just a reason to like watch movies again, or like movies I haven't even seen
Yeah.
that I want to see. Too,
Yeah.
which is another thing, and movies that I just want to show you guys.
There are a lot
too.
of old movies I haven't seen that I still want to see. Like
Yeah.
from the 60s and 70s that I know are good. Just
Yeah, like
because everyone-
classics.
Yeah, everyone.
But like, I don't know if I care about that
Yeah.
so much.
Like, have you guys ever seen what's the one? Rosebud.
Rosebud.
Oh
the-
yeah,
I
Citizen
can't believe
Kane.
Citizen Kane.
No, never seen it. Have
Oh,
no
I haven't seen
interest in
Citizen Kane either.
because it's like 9 hours long, and it's
It's not.
It's actually
there ain't no
really good.
titties, ain't no explosions, ain't no goddamn skateboards in it.
Not to get
Or
like
trucks.
too film nerdy, but you can anyone watching that's a fan of like modern film, you can see how the like techniques they used
Yeah,
while
what
like
the
framing it
influences
Completely
and
ripped from it.
like it he changed everything with that.
That's one thing about old movies that I hate being like in this time period, because I watch the current movies that are coming out in my like generation before I watch those old movies. So when I watch those old movies, I see these techniques. I'm like, that's been done a million times. And then
Yeah.
in the back, and then I
But
have
you're
to
like,
realize,
no,
oh wait, no,
this
this
is
is
when
the
they
first
did it
time
first, yeah.
they did
Yeah.
it. I'm such a fucking fool. I'm watching an old movie like I've seen it like so many
This is
times. It's so
bullshit.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh wait,
Why isn't this in HD?
This is
What do you think?
pioneering
What's like a
movie.
piece of art or film or anything that was like well respected that you think it's not aged well, that like people these days can't relate to?
relate to?
Yeah, that generally most people are going to think it's terrible.
Are you saying with the special
Hackers.
effects or like?
Hackers, but do you think Hackers was ever great?
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen Hackers.
I have it on DVD.
I love that fucking movie.
Spoiler, that's what we picked.
Oh,
No.
oh damn!
Spoiler. You just ruin it. No, but I haven't seen Hackers.
A lot of old like horror movies don't
Yeah.
really stand the test
For
of time
me,
today.
it's mainly just the techniques they used for like special effects.
Mhm.
If the story, if it's good, it holds up no matter what. Like if as long as
Yeah,
they
but
don't
when
rely on
they-
the special effects, I can get into the story. Where it's like, oh shit, he got like shot in the gut and now he's holding his stomach for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's dead. It's
I
like
lo- I still
normally you
love-
don't need someone to like give apart and like be a bloody
Yeah.
pile of like, if someone gets shot in a movie and all they're doing is like, and there's no blood at all, I'm
It's
still
like
like, I can still
that melodrama.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, that guy's dead.
I love like old special effects that even like kind of look shitty, but it's like somebody like did this and they made a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I always respect that.
The Rancer in Star Wars is one thing where they spent a lot of time like sculpting that thing,
Yeah,
building
but-
the costume,
but it looks a little-
and it looks awesome. Not on the film because they're not using like a stop motion thing.
Yeah.
But the second that like old Star Wars stop motion gets added, it's like shit. It's not the.
Well, that's why Lucas went back and made it a million times better.
He fixed everything.
Oh wait, did he actually CGI the Rancer?
I think he
Rancor.
Yeah, Rancer.
Yeah, you're talking about the
Rancor?
the Rancor. Yeah, the big
Rancer is what's.
Rancer.
I was like, what's a fucking Rancer?
That's Scooby Doo's cancer.
What the fuck? Oh shit!
Oh my god! Doggy leukemia. Ruh-roh. Oh shit!
That's
no, but it's the Rancor. They even say it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like,
Jesus.
Maybe I've only ever seen it written on paper, and I don't know.
No, I've never heard anyone say
it's a Rancor.
They do? Who says it?
Somebody does.
Jabba. It's spelled.
Well, this is for all of our thousands of listeners. Why don't you get back to us with proof whether or not they said it in the movie?
Are you talking to listeners or me?
I'm sure there's one person
at Hair Club on Twitter. And send us questions or like talk shit about how bad we are, or like say how bad the movie is or how good the movie is.
Actually, just keep coming back. Don't do any of that. Like, if you feel like it,
No, tell us we suck or something.
Yeah.
I hate it. My biggest pet peeve for YouTube, anything, is when someone's like, be sure to like and subscribe to this fucking video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
It's like, shut the fuck up. If I want to, I will, you asshole.
I will say, if anybody has any points or questions they have about the week's movies, we would be happy to talk
something
about
to add
but
or whatever.
They already know that, though. There's a comment section.
Yeah,
no, but I was saying,
eventually
like, they
this
can
is gonna
email
be...
or Twitter us. And
I don't get emailed.
No.
On our hair club.
Twitter, man.
Yeah, tweet.
And eventually this is going to be on iTunes because we're shooting high.
Twat us on Twitter.
If anybody has some of those servers, they can just like give us.
Yeah, for free. They're like, I have some DVDs.
Gerald's does not pay the best, so
no, they don't.
And their server space is all used up with their sandwich recipes. So
yeah, you're one of the servers.
Oh god, that's the hardest part. Actually, is remembering all those fucking
sandwiches,
just like arbitrary, like combinations of meat and cheese and meat, and meat and meat. Yeah. It's like, why do we need that many?
The meat's my favorite.
Get your hand fucking away from that keyboard. We're not done yet.
Well, he knows.
Alright, fine. Do whatever.
You know what that sound means?
Okay. That is okay. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Yeah, that really was. That was great.
I can't wait to hear that again. Oh, I didn't.
Nope.
We're just gonna.
You'll never be able to replicate.
Yeah, you're never gonna be able to match it.
Well, it's recorded.
All right, everyone.
All right, we're ready.
For next week, the film is a foreign film starring an actor who later went on to act in The Walking Dead.
Oh shit!
Why are you saying wait?
Do I have to read?
What? What do you mean?
Foreign?
No.
Oh God! Thank God.
That was one of the later clues, but if it really upsets you, I'll tell you now.
So
you
this
don't have to read anything.
Am I correct in saying that this is an English film?
No, I said it's foreign.
No, like
how is England not foreign?
Okay, it's dubbed. It's foreign and dubbed. It's in a different language.
Okay. Well, it's
a Japanese movie.
I know that there's like 4 actors in The Walking Dead that are British.
There's that one Asian kid.
Yeah,
he doesn't speak English.
I haven't watched that show in years.
Talking about?
I've only watched. I watched the first season.
I always thought the first season was awesome.
I stopped.
For me, the second season for me was the best season.
That zombie bubble really. When's it gonna burst?
Yeah.
No, it all for me it burst. Like it was.
People, they're made a new fucking Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know the spin-off show.
Who gives a goddamn?
No, but that's
shit.
AMC realizing fuck.
No, dude.
Like
no, I listened to the Mark Maron podcast with the guy who created Walking Dead, and he's like psyched on it. Can't wait. He's the one that's perpetrating.
He better be. He's making it.
The comic book author,
and he does the show too.
You know the comic he wrote before Walking Dead was like. Something about the Pope being like a superhero.
Yeah.
Battle Pope.
Yep.
I don't know if that's right.
Battle Pope.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
that's exactly
it was
what
like totally outrageous, and then he wrote this character-driven story about how people change over time. in the zombie apocalypse.
Wow.
But I feel like the AMC show did not really stick to that.
No, they didn't.
Those graphic novels.
They can't. It's like
yeah,
you gotta switch it up. Anyway, okay, continue.
All right, so first clue.
Yes.
Foreign film starring an actor from The Walking Dead.
All right.
Yes.
Not starring. I should not have said starring. He's in it.
He's in it. Okay.
Okay. I gave away that it's dubbed in English.
Mm-hmm.
It was released in its home country in 2006, so I'm guessing I think it was actually released in theaters here in 2007.
Okay.
The director has sharpened his teeth and claws in both the sci-fi and horror genres.
The director?
Mm-hmm.
That's a clue. The sharpening teeth.
Yeah, do you like that?
That's a. You spent some time on this.
George Romero is the director.
No.
Would we know the director? Maybe.
Yeah, I think you would. You would. He actually.
Coppola.
Well, I've got another clue.
It's
if you don't
foreign,
get it.
bro.
Almost
Coppola is a
all.
pretty foreign name.
Almost all of the main characters are part of the same immediate family.
Coppola.
No.
If it's foreign, and I've only seen a handful of foreign films,
This
I'm
is
not gonna.
It's
get
on
this.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Old Boy.
No.
Oh man,
Ichi
I
the
would
Killer.
have eaten my face if you fucking guessed Old Boy and it had been right because I love Old Boy.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay. Okay.
It's a monster movie with heavy environmentalism themes.
Oh, Werewolf in Paris or
No.
Shit.
2006.
Teen Werewolf. Yeah, sure.
The Happening.
No. Foreign.
Fucking movie.
Fuck.
I'm going to be very excited if neither of you guys guess it.
Monster
because that
movie with
means
environmental.
You
themes.
haven't seen it either.
Environmental themes?
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Troll 2.
Nope. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. It is.
Environmental themes.
I mean,
Ernest
is this
Scared Stupid.
Is this a is this a mainstream movie?
I would say it is fairly. And the second he released a film, maybe 2 years ago, but it was like a limited release, and then just recently went into major theaters. That is in English, and it was, pretty much a success all around.
Oh, motherfucker. Is it
He's gonna get
Guillermo del Toro?
No.
Oh, shit.
I think maybe I should call the quiz. What do you think?
Those all the clues?
That's pretty much all I have. I can just
Okay.
give it away now.
Good.
No,
'cause
no,
I
no.
want to pick the next movie. So just guess.
Yeah.
And if you guess
Do you have
wrong,
another guess?
But if it's not Guillermo del Toro,
it's
I don't
not.
know then.
You have no idea.
I have nothing.
I got
All right.
nothing.
The film for next week is The Host.
Oh fuck! Really?
The
Yeah.
Host?
Who from The Host is in The Walking Dead?
In the opening scene, that guy.
I've seen The Host. I can't.
I've never
really?
seen The Host.
Environmental themes.
Yeah, it starts with a guy dumping formaldehyde into the river.
Like that's the only thing though. It's not like the
No,
whole
there's
movie.
more than that. It's directed by Junboo Bong.
Oh,
Junboo Bong.
Junboo Bong. You should have just said
I was
that.
really trying to give that one.
Yeah.
Say that right.
Junboo Bong?
Yeah.
I would. You could have said that and I still wouldn't have known.
All right.
Oh my god.
Have you seen it?
No.
I've seen it. It is.
I
a
don't
good
watch
movie.
It's horror.
In terms of.
Yeah.
In terms of, it's not. No, it's. I'd say it's a monster movie.
Well, I mean
It's not horror.
I feel like they go hand in hand.
Okay.
But he's done other horror films and sci-fi films. Snowpiercer's the one.
Oh, I
His
want to
first-
see. I need.
Oh,
I
he
need
did
to watch
Snowpiercer
that.
Yeah.
too. Huh.
A lot of the actors from this movie were.
Now, so the only guy from The Walking Dead is the guy who
Is,
pours the.
No, that guy Herschel. Remember Herschel, the old man?
Herschel was not in this movie.
He's in the opening scene. He's the American guy that's telling his assistant to dump all the formaldehyde.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What's his name? Michael.
Michael.
Never mind. It's not Michael.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well,
I've
son of
seen
a
this
fucking
movie.
bitch.
This movie's actually, it's older than 2006. I thought.
Nope.
Really?
Well, I might be watching this movie alone.
Man, I must have been going to.
Oh yeah, she
Blockbuster.
can't watch scary movies.
Well,
No, trust me, it's not.
She's gonna try.
It's not that scary. It's more like just a Godzilla or like a.
like Tremors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not
Kind of.
quite as
There's not even-
artistic
there's not
as
even
Tremors,
real-
you know?
Well, you mean Tremors 2.
It
That's a
doesn't have,
masterpiece.
like, such heavy humanitarian themes as Tremors does.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a good movie, though. We're waiting on you at this point, yeah, so just dedicate. You gotta commit.
It's the Hair Club for movies. Hair Club for movies.
I wonder if there's anyone.
What?
I really don't want to hear it much longer, so keep going.
Keep going.
We watch the movies, 'cause it's Hair Club for movies.
Alright. You know what? I think that was my favorite, actually. I like that.